So, what is Mix Certificate? Well, Mix Certificate is a SaaS platform. What? Software as a service? Yes, software as a service. But what does it do? Well, it's a complete certificate platform. What does that mean? Well, in olden days, people used to give certificate in the form of paper, and you used to carry in the envelope, and you used to carry, and it just used to be there, right? Yeah. And then when you wanted it, you had to likely take a photo or a Xerox of it, and then you had to show to the HR. A lot of people at that time, uh, started copying those certificates, making fake certificates because it was easy to put that in Photoshop and change the name with the same font. But as we progressed, we thought about it and we were like, okay, how can we solve this problem? And turns out the problem can be solved by simply digitalizing the whole system. So, what we started doing was, okay, what are the challenges that are being faced? One is bulk generation. Right now, a lot of institutions and coaches use Canva to generate certificate. What they do is like they pick up a template, or if the best case scenario, maybe they will create a design from scratch. A lot of people don't do that. And then what they do is they take the whole data in Google Sheet and they copy and paste it one by one. If they have a premium account of Canva, then they generally upload the certificate file, which is like CSV file, which has all the candidate list, and then they generate, and then they download all of them, and then they send one by one. Now imagine this boring work to be done. You have 300 candidates, and you have to do this again and again because Canva has a limitation of 100 certificates. And you have to take this, you have to send it one by one, and sometime what will happen that you will end up sending wrong certificate to wrong people because this is a scenario, right? We are humans, it happens. So what we did was we solved this very first problem, which was like either it is 100 or it is 100,000. You want to send certificates, you will be able to. So we built the system that is completely scalable. You take a template, you bring it from Canva, you bring it from your own institution, you design it on our platform. We have a lot of free templates, you choose, pick it. We do not charge, in fact, for any kind of premium templates. And what you do is you pick up a template and then you take your CSV file or Excel file and you connect it. You upload it. Okay, fine. You have a contact list now. All right, that's all. You click generate, and what happens that it generates all those certificates and it sends to all the candidates one by one. And what happens here? Here, all the automation happens. All the automation sends all the certificates to everyone, and then now you have time. You can do anything you want. How much time does it take to automate this stuff? 2 to 3 minutes. That's all. Yeah, that's all. So it takes 2 to 3 minutes to do the whole stuff, which was taking like 4 or 5 hours, sometime weeks to make this happen. And I'm sure that you might have waited to get certificate from institutes where you do your courses. It takes quite some time to do this stuff. So we built Mix Certificate and we started testing our product. So we started testing and then we realized that, hey, you can go beyond this. You can have bulk generation, you can have sending, but you can do way more. What are the expensive things in running an educational institute? Well, it is CAC, customer acquisition cost, and then it is training. Well, we can't take care of training. And then getting them placed. Well, there are 3 challenges here, but we can't solve all 3, but we can solve the first one. Okay, how can you solve it? Well, what you can do is you can see big platforms you see Udemy, you see Coursera, all these platforms have this feature where they share the certificate on LinkedIn and they can add credentials on LinkedIn. This is also being offered by Credly, which costs like $3,000 to $5,000 per year. So we saw all this and we were like, okay, who is it doing for the small business? Who is it, who is the person who is doing, or who is the institute, who is the company, which is company, who is actually building this stuff? And we saw that no one was doing at this scale where you can actually do this and save money. There were a couple of American companies, but it was pretty expensive. So what we did was we went ahead and we built the whole system, and we were like, we will sell this as an attachment which will be free for everyone. And we started doing it. It definitely took time to make it correct, but we made it happen. So right now, all these things are being offered. Then we thought once again, what can we do more to make the system more viable? Like, now we are generating the certificate, we are sending it, and then people are able to add it on LinkedIn. How about verification? How much verification takes? Now, I tried looking at various sources, how much time university takes to verify the certificate, how much time institute takes, and turns out that it takes around 3 to 7 days to verify a certificate, because the old flow is basically like you submit your certificates to HR will send a mail to institutes or colleges, and then they will verify. Either the HR themselves will do this stuff, or there will be some third party company who will do this stuff. So it takes quite some time to make this happen. And we were like, okay, fine. How can we improve this? Well, it turns out that we already have a technology and we have to make it in a flow that it works perfectly. So what we did was we did QR code integration. And QR code integration, wasn't it a thing where people were just scanning the website, going to the website and entering the number to verify? Some institutes have done that. Yeah, some institutes have done that, but that is still time taking, and a lot of copy paste has to happen in that. And it still takes time, right? So what we did was we went even beyond. We made it dynamic QR code. And dynamic QR code is something that changes every certificate. Each certificate will have a unique QR code, and you don't even need to type a number anymore. You just scan the QR code and it just directly takes you to the certificate verification page, and you'll see that, okay, certificate is verified. All right, cool. So this is how interesting it becomes over a period of time. We started to solve a simple problem, which was bulk generation and sending. And then we started to realize that, okay, these things are in the progression and we can just go and solve it. And we did it. And interestingly, people were searching in the market. In fact, this is another video which I'll be making. It is associated with Dubai. That is where the idea originated from. Someone contacted us from Dubai. I'll make a video on this and I'll share you. So what I'm trying to say here is, as businesses are growing, you will always have to find this way to optimize your cost. Let be it Amazon, Flipkart, or let be it a small startup, there will always be an opportunity to optimize the cost. And we built Mix Certificate to optimize the cost, to optimize the verification, to optimize the time of your employees, and overall make you have a very good experience while doing your business, right? You don't have to get stuck in this stuff to to spend your time. You can use this product if you are an institute, or you can learn from it how we have thought about it. All these features were not planned. They came one by one as we talked to more people and as we started delivering. And we realized more and more product improvement opportunities as we talked to more and more people. There was one institute from Andhra Pradesh where they came and they were like, okay, we need dynamic photo, and that was funded by government. And they were like, okay, on every certificate we want a unique photo of the candidate. I was like, okay, I have seen this certificate before, but the software doesn't do yet, right? Yeah, software doesn't do, but again, we are going to make it. And we took some time and we were like, give us some advance so that we know that you are really interested in the product. So they paid us the advance, we built them the feature, and we delivered them. So again, this feature is not really a part of even American company. Even American company doesn't have this feature where dynamic photos can be added, but we made it. So now our product positioning is higher, our product is better in terms of feature, and we are basically pushing it even more harder. We are looking for more opportunities to make it happen, and slowly and slowly as we've progressed, we are adding more and more features so that your institutes, small businesses can enjoy this, and as we went further and further, we realized more use cases. So I will keep other things as part of another video, and I will tell you more as we progress. If you are someone who is an entrepreneur, or maybe running an institute, or maybe anyone, maybe give a follow. I will try to bring you more stories, that can give you some insights about the business, some insights about startups, sometime about business, customer resolutions, and so on and so forth. All right. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.